Hey everyone. So, you know how we usually learn from PDFs? Scroll, 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 and try to picture everything in our heads? Well, not today. We've taken this solar PV mounting structures PDF and given it a little upgrade. Using EON XR, we're turning it into something you can actually see and explore. Kind of like stepping into the lesson instead of just reading about it. No stress, no techie stuff. Just a fun visual way to learn. Let's jump in and check it out together.
Hey there. Welcome to your rooftop solar PV journey, where we turn sunlight into pure power, one step at a time. Now before we start installing anything, let's take a moment to do things the right way. Step 1. A site safety assessment. Think of this like your solar mission briefing. You're checking the rooftop structure, the access points, and making sure everything's stable and safe for the team. No loose tiles, no risky edges, just a secure space to get to work. Once the site is cleared, it's time to gear up. And no, we're not just talking fashion here, we're talking personal protective equipment. Helmets, gloves, harnesses, high-grip boots, everything that keeps you safe while you're working with tools, heights, and electricity. Safety isn't an afterthought, it's step 0. Next up, let's talk about the mounting system. This is like the spine of your entire solar setup. You've got to choose the right structure based on your rooftop. Is it flat, sloped, tiled, metal? The mounting system has to anchor your solar panels firmly in place while maximizing sun exposure. A good setup means better efficiency, less maintenance, and no surprises during heavy winds or storms. Now that the panels are locked in, let's wire things up. This is where solar cables come in. They're not just wires, they're the highways for your electricity. And choosing the right size matters. We use the American wire gauge, or AUG system, to figure that out. Smaller AUG numbers mean thicker cables, and thicker cables mean less resistance, less energy loss, and way lower fire risk. Undersized cables? That's a no-go. It's like trying to pour a river through a straw. And once your cables are selected, we move on to cable management. Don't skip this step. Messy wiring isn't just ugly, it's unsafe. Use clips, conduits, and ties to keep everything neat, secure, and protected from sharp edges, UV rays, and accidental tugs. Then, it's time to bring in the inverter. The brain of the whole operation. This is what takes the DC electricity from your panels and flips it into AC power, the kind your home actually uses. Mount it properly, connect it smartly, and you'll have real-time control over how your system is performing. And finally, the final inspection and quality check. This is your victory lap. Test every connection, double-check the cable runs, inspect for any faults or loose fittings. You're making sure the system is not only working, it's safe, efficient, and ready to start harvesting sunshine like a pro. So there you have it, from rooftop prep to clean energy output, you've now walked through the entire solar installation process. Not just as a technician, but as someone bringing light, literally and sustainably, into the world. Let's keep going, there's more sun to catch and more rooftops to power.
That was just the basics. A quick dive into solar PV mounting structures. But here's where it gets more exciting. EON XR takes things a step further. Let's check out how it even lets us explore inside a solar panel and see what's really going on.
The tempered glass layer protects the solar panel from weather and impact while letting sunlight pass through. It's tough, clear, and key to both durability and performance.
Alright, as now we are inside the 3D experience built with EON XR. In here, we'll explore the solar PV topic through interactive activities. You'll see videos, take quizzes, unlock animations, and maybe even test what you just learned. It's all about making things clearer, quicker and a lot more fun. Let's go!
The back connector, or junction box, acts like the traffic controller of a solar panel. It safely routes all the electricity generated by the solar cells into one path, making sure power flows in the right direction without causing a jam.
The most commonly used renewable energy source is solar energy. But how is solar energy used to generate electricity? Or PV system is used to convert the solar or light energy into electrical energy. The basic component of the PV system is known as the solar cell. A single solar cell has the capacity of producing about 0.5 volts of electricity. A solar panel or solar module is the combination of several solar cells connected in series to generate usable voltage. The solar panel voltage can
Now that we are done with the 3D lesson, let's head into EON procedure. Solar panel, uncovering the essentials. Take a quick fun dive into what makes a solar panel work. Explore the tempered glass, photovoltaic cells, and junction box, the trio behind energy generation, durability, and safety. Learn how each layer powers up performance one step at a time. Step 1. Let us start by observing the glass layer. This tempered glass lets over 90% of sunlight through, while protecting the panel from hail, wind, and debris, tough and transparent. Step 2. Expose the photovoltaic cells underneath the glass. These silicon cells convert sunlight directly into electricity. They're the true power core of the entire system.
Start quiz challenge? The timer begins when you press start. What does the red wire on the back of the solar panel do?
Step 3. Inspect the junction box and wiring. It routes the DC electricity safely to the inverter. Small part, big role.
Alright, so we've gone through all the technical stuff. Mounting structures, glass layers, junction boxes. But real-world jobs need more than just hard skills. Soft skills matter too. So now, I, Aryan Rekhi, have created this custom scenario in EON XR where I step in as the environmental compliance officer. I'm having a conversation with Rafael, the solar salesperson, and Lars, the safety inspector. This helps us practice communication, safety awareness, and professional judgment, all in a lifelike setting. Let's dive into it.
Hello Aryan, as the Environmental Compliance Officer, what's your stance on solar panel safety protocols? They demand rigorous attention. Let's discuss.
Solar panel safety protocols are crucial. I support strict compliance, regular inspections, fire risk mitigation, and proper training for installation and maintenance.
Absolutely, I agree. Regular inspections and training are essential. The risk of fire is real, and mitigation strategies must be enforced. How do you envision implementing these protocols effectively?
By creating clear SOPs, scheduling periodic audits, mandating certified training for installers, and using fire-resistant materials. Digital monitoring can help detect faults early too.
Raphael, EON suggests establishing clear SOPs, scheduling audits, and using fire-resistant materials. What do you think about these measures? Can they be effectively communicated to clients?
Those are solid suggestions, Darian. Communicating these measures to clients is key, and I think storytelling can help. It's about demonstrating how safety enhances their investment. What do you think?
Absolutely. Storytelling builds trust. Sharing real cases where safety protocols prevented losses can show clients that safety isn't a cost. It's a value, a protection.
Exactly. By showcasing real cases, we can shift the perception of safety from a cost to an essential value. Clients need to understand the benefits. Lars, do you think we can incorporate that into our presentations?
That's an interesting approach, Raphael. If we highlight success stories effectively, we can drive home the importance of safety. EON, can you assist in creating those stories for our clients?
And that brings us to the end of our journey. From turning a simple PDF into an immersive learning experience, to exploring every layer of a solar panel, and even stepping into real-life conversations that build our soft skills. With EON XR, learning becomes more than just reading. It becomes something you experience. Thanks for joining me.